This is shameful outrage as Oyo House of Rep member commits blunder while moving motion at plenary. Can you imagine? So a member of the Federal House of Representatives, okay, from Oyo State, Honorable Adigu, was trying to present a motion and to speak became a problem. I'm telling you about when they're arguing in the beer parlor now, where broken English, pidgin English will be used, you will hear their voice very loud. The question here is, it's not a matter of whether English is our perfect language or not, or official language or not. It is a case of competency because there should be criteria for electing somebody to represent you. If you have somebody who cannot even express himself to represent you, then you are done for. You are finished, and that is where the issue is. We've got a lot of them in that House of Rep and even in the Senate and State House of Assemblies and in government occupying key positions. We saw what happened in Edo State during the campaign when the current sitting governor of Edo State, Wanda Pebolo, struggled. In fact, could not even express himself during the campaign. It was Oshomole that was speaking for him. Okay? So they are all everywhere, both the Senate and the House of Rep, State House of Assemblies, and other key political roles, which is very, very bad. When the illiterate is elected and selected to represent the literate, then there's a problem. Big problem. It's a very serious shift. The lawmaker representing Ibadan North East and Southeast Federal Constituency, Adigun Abbas, has sparked mixed reactions on social media over his inability to move a motion at the plenary. Nigeria News reports that in the video circulating online, Adigun, a member of the PDP, is seen struggling to conclude the motion. Oh boy. So the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, intervened and offered corrections to help Adigun articulate his points properly. So the video had sparked outrage among many Nigerians. So one person said, it is very shameful such thing happen in this era. We need to be careful on the kind of people we elect to represent us. But anyway, nobody is above mistake. I pray he work on himself because this is a national disgrace to him and his constituency. Speaker didn't need to correct his English. Okay? English is not his first language, can you imagine? Pa Awu would have somersaulted in the grave after he gave them free education. Not a case of cut off mark, just Olodo plain and simple. He didn't go to any Makaranta plain and simple. Like Bulaba, he made it into power. That be smart, he didn't go anywhere. See, if Awo should see this right from grave, he will be very, very, very angry. How on earth will this one give better representation to his constituency when he does not even understand simple house standing orders? Everything in Nigeria has gone below the bar, not be lie. And another person is saying, this is rather embarrassing to say the least. This is what you get when we don't put our best forward. It is well. But English is just a language and not a measure of intelligence now. As long as he is a performing rep, Shekina, how is he performing? And if you are performing, you cannot represent your performance. What does that mean? English is an official language in Nigeria as of today. Nobody's going to House of Rep to go and speak Yoruba, Igbo, or outside there because your people are not the only people there. You can speak your language at your local level, that's fine. But once I get to state level and federal level, English has been adopted as official language, and so anybody that is doing official work should know English. That is it. Let's stop saying that English is not an official language. It is an official language in Nigeria, and it's expected that anybody occupying any key position, anybody that's working in civil service should know how to speak English. Because you're not going to go to an office and meet people from other tribes and then you're speaking your language to them when they don't know your own language and you don't know their own. It won't make sense. So Nigeria as a country has adopted English as the official language and so it should be treated as such. So anybody's arguing that English is not an official language is just trying to create diversion. or deflationary impression. As always, no human being on earth that is above mistake, true or false. The question is just like the current governor of Edo State has been a senator who never heard his voice any day. You can imagine that governor now going to present a motion in the plenary in a Senate plenary. What are you going to get? So it's very bad when you send an illiterate to represent you. That is it. Adigun is a Yoruba man, not Oyibo. English not our mother tongue. Our slavery tongue should not be prioritized. Look at they're speaking English your own. When the government has established English as the official language in Nigeria because of diverse cultures and ethnicity in Nigeria, where were you? So go and tell government that one now. Which national disgrace? Oyibo na in Papa language. What happened to Chinese, Russia, and others who present their motion in their language? We should not be enslaved ourselves. Leave Adigun alone. The question that is again, the government has adopted English as official language. So anybody that wants to work for government should be able to speak it, read and write it. That is it. Honorable Agbowuri is performing very well in our constituency. English language can never be a yardstick to score his intelligence and passion for the work. We are not English, we are Africans with our own language. Yes. So that's what I say. There's nothing like shameful there. It can only be shameful if we cannot express himself, if he cannot express himself in his mother tongue. Can you imagine? Okay. So why are you using English to come and type here? That is the question. Why didn't you type your comment in your own local language and expect every other person online to understand it and interpret it? Yeah. Why are you responding with English if English is not important? Oh, wow. So because it's PDP, it is the routine in Niger. Okay, what routine? And sometimes I beg to differ on this matter. English language is not our mother tongue. Chinese don't speak English in their parliament and a host of other countries. So it is time we deliver ourselves from colonial mentality. So let the government say English is no more the official language, and then let them choose which official language do we want to speak. Is it Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Ishekiri, or Nupe, or Benue, or Hausa, or whatever? What language do you want to speak? Because Nigeria has 774 local governments. If you're going to check the ethnic groups, I'm sure it's over 2,000 ethnic groups in Nigeria. So what are you going to say? What are you going to say about that? That is the question. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment as Honorable Adigun is now is now facing a challenge because of this blunder.